to episode 9 of Evermore Digital's Vendor Spotlight, bringing you the very best in insurance technology. Can you believe that we have lasted this long? Well, things continue at a rapid pace with yet another superb guest for you today. He is the data and APIs, what I am to all-you-can-eat buffets, all-consuming. He is Camelot Network's own Merlin, offering a smorgasbord of quote and buy deliciousness through InsurForce. We have House of InsurTech's James Downs. James, welcome.
Thank you, Ed.
So James, tell us a bit about yourself and your journey into insurance.
Yes. So, well, my journey into insurance actually kind of goes back way further than I remembered. But I think my second job in IT was for a life insurance company. But really, for most of my time, I've been digital. So working digital agencies, so digital first. And really for about the last 10 years or so, heavily involved in the insurance sector. So kind of I've learned all the jargon and how the business works and actually how kind of the underlying fundamentals work.
Great. And as always, we're going to have your 5 killer questions on your InsurTech offering, followed by a cynically predetermined quickfire round. So let us begin post haste, good sir. So what do you do and how does it help brokers and MGAs?
Yeah. So House of InsurTech's core product is InsurForce, which is an API first microservice architecture quote and buy platform with policy admin service and policy servicing built in. So it's got all the attributes that you'd expect from a modern platform. It's cloud-based, it's quick to implement, easy to use, highly configurable, scalable, etc. And crucially, it decouples the customer experience from the underwriting journey, which gives you loads more flexibility. It helps kind of brokers and MGAs who want to take existing or new products digital.
Great. And what's the element of that offering of which you're most proud?
Well, I should probably say the rating engine, which is really flexible and supports all the product types, very readily extensible, etc. But I am going to say it's the architecture. I think the way we've put the core together means that it has kind of great flexibility. We're able to expand the capabilities, integrate into a wider ecosystem, and build out features quickly. And it's this that allows all of the great things to happen. At one side, it allows really flexible underwriting, price comparison, instant rate updates, data enrichments, etc. And at the front end, because of the APIs, it offers really full flexibility for web and mobile interfaces to let you create kind of truly great customer experiences without the kind of the constraints that you might expect.
I love that you've managed to sneak 2 in there. That was very clever, very sneaky. So what's the biggest success story that you've had within your business?
Well, so I think kind of like any startup, I suspect that it's being able to take an idea to working product in about 12 months or so. You know, we thought we could improve the customer experience by changing the underwriting technology. And it's really great that our hypothesis has worked out and in some ways better than we expected. And that we're able to then take advantage of modern software techniques and deliver a really better service. So we've got our first customer going live next month who are in the utility switching space. And so now we're really looking to build on that success with sort of more implementations.
Brilliant. And you said your first customer's going live next month, but what does your typical or ideal customer look like? Or where, appreciate as a startup, where do you envisage that profile of customer sitting?
Yeah. So, you know, ideally we think really it's a DA product with one or more carriers and where you want to take that digital. So you're doing it on spreadsheets or kind of manually at the moment, and you want to make that kind of digital, put it online, so on and so forth. So we're talking to brokers and MGAs about anything kind of from taking on a manual product to, you know, or the like to around kind of £5 million GWP. But we're cost effective from about 500k upwards, and we think some of these smaller offerings are a good route to look at. And I guess on the other hand, it's a broker insurer who really cares about customer experience and wants to innovate and deliver the best possible experiences to their customers.
Pure Amazon theory, make it as easy as possible to buy the products. So hopefully everyone's got that on their minds. But what's the biggest weakness in your offering?
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I would say So I'm going to say two things. One is claims.
Mhm.
So we don't, we do, obviously we'll do kind of quote, buy, renewals, MTAs, cancellations, documents, all of that kind of thing at the moment. The one thing we don't do is claims.
Mhm.
So, from FNOL onwards, so we've got the service blueprints done for that, which, if you like, the spec, and that's going into development shortly.
Mhm.
And I guess the other thing is that we haven't really been proven at scale yet.
Mhm.
So we know the platform scales really well through our kind of testing and so on, but we've got no evidence of that in a kind of live environment yet.
Yeah, so that's just referenceable sites, I guess, to take into customers, right?
Indeed.
Yeah, perfect. So now we're going to move on to the quick fire round. That's going to be 10 questions, instinctive answers. I know you're looking forward to this one, James. So buckle up. So number one, Blur or Oasis?
Oasis every day.
Night in or night out?
So when I was younger, definitely night out. Now, night in.
I think that's true for all of us. Where's your favourite city in the world?
Favorite city? No, I live in London. My favorite city is Tokyo.
Tokyo. I'd really love to go to Tokyo.
It's
Yeah,
well worth it. Well worth it.
definitely on my bucket list. Beer or wine?
Wine.
Marvel or DC?
So Marvel, which obviously I have to say that, otherwise my daughter would kill me. So.
I'm good. I want to jump through the screen. You know, I'm a huge Batman fan, James. Fiction or non-fiction?
Looking round the books here, it's non-fiction.
Non-fiction. Mac, PC or Android?
Well, sadly I'm a PC person.
Did you tell me a story as well about you used to get people to build their own PCs in an old role that you worked in?
Yes, yeah. So when I used to run tech, kind of IT service departments, it was always like new recruits on their first day, they had to build their own PC, and it's like just kind of like, you know what, once you've done that, it kind of makes everything easier.
I want to show you my PC now and get some scores on you as to whether I've done a good job with it or not. It seems to be hanging together just about at the moment.
That's always a good sign.
Town or country?
Well, I live in the town, but I think I'm happier in the country, just kind of surrounded by nature with nothing around me.
Nice and peaceful.
Mm.
Hardware or software?
Hardware. I'm a hardware guy.
And we're asking this question of everyone now. Who would play you in the story of your life?
Yeah, so I kind of, a younger me, maybe Kiefer Sutherland, but now I know this is going to be controversial, and I'm kind of not kind of not justifying anything, but Kevin Spacey. I'd love Kevin Spacey to play me because he's such a great actor.
American Beauty was a fantastic film, one of my favourites. So, James, thank you so much for coming on the show and telling us about InsurForce. Please make sure to visit houseofinsurtech.com to arrange a demo with James and find out more about their decoupled underwriting engine. If you enjoyed today's vendor spotlight, make sure to subscribe to evermoredigital.com as we bring you the latest in insurance news, views, and reviews. Please add your comments, like, subscribe to the channel, share to your boss, share with your five-a-side team, share with that weird bloke who shouts at strangers outside Boots. But for now, sadly, it's goodbye from James at House of InsurTech.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me.